With one of the most dedicated fan bases in TV, Outlander has taken us from World War II to 18th century Scottish Highlands to the start of the American Revolution.
Yeah, and now the Outlander is almost over with season 7. And with war on the horizon, trouble is in the air. But so is hope and change for Roger and Brianna, played by Sophie Skelton. Take a look.
The terror of Inverness.
Son of a preacher man. Still, I think Reverend McMillan wants to test my mettle. Make sure I'm not too focused on the lofty intellectual parts of my studies. What is it? There's something written all over your face.
What do you even say to a preacher? A break a leg doesn't seem right. God luck?
And Sophie is here with us now. Hi.
You are now our new official cast member. That Scottish accent, please.
I think the coolest thing about this show, we were talking about it, is that it started as everyone's favorite guilty pleasure, and now there's such a rich storyline.
Yeah.
So what are we going to see for Brie? Is it all good days ahead for her and Roger?
I mean, I think there's nothing that a person could go through that Brianna hasn't been through. She's really been put through the ringer, and so the start of this one, as you can see, she's pregnant. She's in a very settled, secure place in her life, which obviously, being Outlander, it doesn't last very long. But we ease you in this season. So it starts off very homey, you're going to feel very safe, and then we're going to really play with your emotions pretty quickly.
Yeah, and we did find out that Jemmy is Roger's baby.
Yes.
Which is huge. That was...
Which is huge, and I think for Brianna, I think it's such an important storyline to show people that, you know, the love of a child can surpass hopefully, anything that came before it, and the reasons that you have that child. So Brie was already in such a strong place, and I think she already saw Roger as a father, even if he wasn't the biological one. But just to find out that piece of information, I do think has brought them closer, which is so great.
Yeah, we have some new faces coming in. We've seen them teased on social media. What kind of energy will they bring to the story?
It's really fun because I feel like Roger and Brianna really brought in this whole new generation of fans. I think especially for Brie, there's a whole new generation of young women coming in, and it's a really great character for people to look up to. And now we have this whole host of fresh blood, and it really feels like a young. There's a party crew on set now. They're young blood.
It's the best show. I just have to say, it is the best show. This is like my favorite thing to do when I'm alone. I love to watch it. Okay, so I know the cast loves these superlatives, right?
Oh,
so we see things like who is most likely to cry during a sad movie. If we were to ask the cast what yours is, what would they say?
Okay, well, I would have a differing opinion to theirs. They would say who is the most likely to not reply to a text. I am so bad on my phone. I love flight mode. I leave my phone at home. I go out. Thank you. I like to be present.
Sorry. I'm sorry to everyone. Yep.
If you're at dinner with me and you're scrolling, we're done.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
Me too.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it's a Pisces thing. When's your birthday?
We're just all March 7th.
Oh, March 3rd. Okay.
The same as Tobias.
There we go.
You know.
There you go. Well, this Aquarius has the next question. So it was announced that the 8th season would be the final, and you guys have tackled so many issues. What do you hope that Outlander's legacy will be?
Honestly, I think there's so much that happens in the show, and I think that's why it's got such a big fandom. I think people can take different things from it. But I think for me, I just really hope that Brianna can really champion young, strong women having a voice and just not being afraid to fearlessly be themselves, unapologetically so. Especially as a British person, I'm always apologizing for my presence in life. And she's really taught me to just power through and don't apologize for yourself. Just be confidently you. So I hope that we do leave that legacy. And yeah,
you know, I love watching the time travel. We see you in the 20th century, the 18th century. Do you have a favorite century to film in?
It's really difficult because the corsets are not easy. And I did say when I have to go to other time periods, I'm like, don't ever let me complain about costumes again because of the corset. And then when you're in the 60s and the wool is really scratchy, I'm like complaining again. So a bit of both. I mean, it's actually great running around the Highlands in those time periods, but this season is my favorite. There may or may not be some more time travel, and it's a cool era.
Well,
there's
if
it
happens.
When you visit New York City, we see you posting from cool places, Times Square, Rangers games. I'm a diehard Rangers fan. So is there anywhere that you must visit when you come to New York City?
Honestly, there's this little bit in Central Park that I love, and it's kind of a little hidden gem. You know, this sort of canopy huts kind of thing, and there's just one really hidden by the water, and I always go there, just a little tranquil moment.
This is a Pisces thing because I know that one too. Okay. All right. Well, you can catch.
That's our lunch date sorted.
You can catch the season premiere of Outlander Friday, June 16th on Starz. Sophie, thank you so much.
Thank you.